feeding time! Here's Mom!
The developer decided to put in an underground section to the game, so the obvious raise of the stakes would be throwing in another corpser boss. Playing up to that point, I actually thought they forgot that these guys ever existed, since all that's been in before has been tiny versions, which were more annoying because they were able to dig underground like those Zelda Blade ghosts from God of War Ascension. But this, the giant version, is basically the same fight from Gears 1 Unchanged, except they made it worse. I never know how developers keep stealing concepts wholesale to make boss battles, yet somehow still make them worse, but here it is, once again. Basically, it's the same fight, except the weak point changed from its stomach to its eyeballs. It still has no idea of how to attack because all it does is hide behind its arms, since, you know, something that's a 13-foot tall rage monster is obviously petrified of 4 normal humans walking around with guns. They make the mechanics worse by breaking up every weak point hit with battling the tiny corpsers crowbarred in, since the designers thought it would be much more intense, but feels more like shooting fish in a barrel. Then the weirdest thing happens when you finally blind the damn Matriarch. Instead of spazzing out into a wall like in any sane video game, she flies into a panic and runs all around the room bashing apart columns. The game's best advice is to avoid the spider and run for it. Well, that's great. I suppose running away from a metric ton of locusts with double my foot speed is something people can just do off the top of their heads. I fucking hate it when video games give bosses the ability to kill you after the fact, because it always ends up feeling like the biggest and sweatiest of dick moves.